Hey everybody.
Welcome to another episode of Clay Cam. It's my pleasure to be vlogging with you today. I want to remind you to like this video and subscribe, as well as watch the video to the end. Not because I asked you to, but because I'm offering you some kind of value and entertainment. And what this does is it indicates to YouTube that this is a good video, so I would appreciate it. Now, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of coverage on the tornado that came through yesterday. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of drone footage. I'm not going to fly in Monroe, but I am going to fly in West Monroe just to show you guys what's going on here. I'm not real sure what I'm about to see, but as I was coming in here, it was a pretty good bit of damage. Been hearing about a lot of damage, but I hadn't heard about any kind of deaths or anything, so that's good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. Yeah, I've really sort of debated on going over to Monroe and checking out that tornado situation. There's a lot of debris, a lot of chaos going on right now, so I don't want to go over there and be in the way just on account of filming. I'm gonna let that unfold for the next few days and maybe try to stop by over there tomorrow or the next day. Fun family Snapchat. Yeah, whenever we're lacking stuff to vlog about, we have epic fight scene. Y'all want a piece of me? Whoa. 1, 2, 3, fight! Whoa, that's a cheap shot. You don't come out of your own side. Alright, so I've been following some of the work that Friday Ellis and DJ Ford and Berian and some of the other guys have been doing in Monroe in terms of like relief for the tornado and everything, and I reached out to DJ Ford and Berian and said, hey, is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can put out there like on the vlog to maybe raise awareness, or I could ask for supplies or just whatever? And he said, heck yeah, let's do a phone call with Friday. So that's what we're about to do. You're crazy, boy. Ooh. I don't know how I'm gonna do this phone call with you boys acting so crazy. First off, Friday, man, dude, you're busy. I really appreciate you doing this. It's 9 p.m. I want to let people know that too. This guy's like up working late, man. So I appreciate you doing this for sure. And the other thing is I appreciate you posting stuff online, because I mean, people like I stay informed of what y'all are doing. Other people stay informed of what y'all doing, which will bring more people into help. So thank you for doing that too, for sure. Man, that's not a problem. You know, social media is the tool these days to use, because I mean, honestly, you're going to hear it on the news, on social media before it gets to the evening news. Yep. And so it's a great way to mobilize people. It's a great way to connect people, and especially, I mean, this is how this thing started. It hit the ground. I was watching the news. I saw a friend of mine who lives in a neighborhood behind Target. It's a housing unit. And I saw his car, and I'm like, man, that's Motown. His name's Jared Moore, and we all call him Motown. Just a great guy. He's one of my good customers. And I said, let's just go over there. And as soon as I showed up, there was 5 or 6 people that knew Motown, that was a part of Governor's, my shop. And we just all everybody's looking around. It's like, well, fellas, let's just get to going. And we just started pulling things to the side of the road. That's awesome. But let me just say this. I'm standing on rooftops, and I'm watching everybody work together as a community. It's a beautiful thing, but I'm also noticing that we're in a stay-at-home order right now. And the fact that all of these families were in homes, and there are no reported deaths, and there are no reported major injuries, I'm telling you, that's nothing but God. Homes where roofs flipped on top of roofs. We saw a trampoline like 20 foot up in a tree. I mean, to know that no one that we have reported yet has been seriously injured from this thing is amazing. And I love seeing the community come together. People just want to know how to get plugged in and where to help. Right. And that's what we're doing. Do you need help? Like, is there some way that people can help, or is there just plenty of people on the ground? Like, what are y'all lacking? What are y'all needing? And how can people help without being in the way? Because that's the biggest thing. Like, people want to help, but a lot of times they just sometimes it's too many people. Sometimes they want to do what they want to do. So, if you could fill me in on that, if you could. I can tell you this. One, this whole COVID thing is really keeping people indoors. I feel like there would be a lot more help. But look, don't feel guilty if you feel like you want to, but you're afraid to leave your home and you want to keep your family safe. Nobody's judging, trust me. But if you would like to get plugged in,
Well, let's say the people that don't want to leave the house right now. Janet Durden and their crew over there at United Way do some amazing things. Billy Varner with the homeless shelter, they're still going to need people there. Okay, they're still going to need resources there. They have ways of online giving that you can do. And the food bank of Northeast Louisiana, Sarah Hoffman and her crew there are just amazing individuals, and they are the hands and feet of this community, and there are ways to donate to them as well. Now, if you want to venture out of the home, here's a few things. Message me on social media. I try my best to do whatever we can, but I will tell you this, on all the numbered streets in South Monroe, I mean, think about Orange today, probably had 20 trees on Orange. And there was community members out there with chainsaws, and they were out there with skid steers and everything else, moving debris to the side of the road. Now, I met a young man today, and his wife was expecting to give birth any day now. They were trapped between two large trees on Orange. And it seemed like all the dads or the fathers that were out there just said, hey, let's whip it on and let's get this young man, and Orange was cleared today by all those volunteers that were there. But yeah, everybody was just helping out. And then my back half of the evening was distributing meals to people in housing units and just homes, and people are so appreciative. But if you wanted to get out and help, I'd say if you got a rake, if you got a chainsaw, there are people that just need their homes, their yards cleared. There are people that, if you have a small chainsaw, people need their driveway cleared so they can get their vehicles out. Mm-hmm. And also, I just got off the phone with somebody today, and they were talking about PPE gear. There's some folks that just mobilized a bunch of PPE gear up here because they knew people were wanting to get out of their homes and to help with the recovery. So there's going to be some coordinated effort between folks, work crews on the ground. I know that thank God for folks like Don Plunk and folks for like Jay Howell. Jay Howell donated us 200 masks and 200 gloves today for our work crews. I'm telling you, this community just continues to, step up when they're needed, and they're going to do it. So, but yeah, just get out. You'll find places to plug in. Walk down. Look, if you can't, park at a church, get a backpack. Right. Man, I got a backpack that, like one of my duck blind backpacks, man, I shoved it with a Sawzall, a couple hammers, some knives, anything that I could think I could work with, hand tools. Put it on my backpack. I got a rake and just started walking. And then it was interesting because you would go to one house and the guy would show up with a chainsaw and say, hey, you want me to jump in? For the end of it, we had 20 people with either chainsaws or just there dragging stuff. And you know as well as I do, you can make light work of this stuff in no time. Right. So, but I will say this, if you're not there helping, I understand the need. I understand the curiosity of the devastation. There will be time to see the impact of this storm in about 3 or 4 days when the roads are cleared. It makes things difficult with just people weaving in and out of traffic, people bringing limbs off to the side of the road. And when you come out the side of a pile of limbs, you see a car running 20, 30 miles an hour down the street. It's interesting. This is a strange time. You got COVID that forces people in homes, and you got a storm that pulls people out of homes. And I think one of the biggest things that touched me today was there was a lady, and she was talking about just this story was related to me, by the way, and she was just talking about, I haven't seen this much unity in a community and mobilization. And I know she was drawing it on racial lines as well, but she was saying it in a beautiful way. And she said, this is a beautiful thing. Yeah. And it struck me as in, like, you know what, absolutely. Because there are, I think there are people that don't see that there are struggling parts of our community, and they see that just the smallest bit of kindness, it just goes a long way. Yep. People, I'm telling you, this community is pulling together, and I love it.
This is not a neighborhood where people have a lot of money. This is kind of a poorer part of town, just for lack of better words. So these people actually need help. A lot of these folks can't call so-and-so tree service and say, hey, come cut a tree. So what y'all are doing is really essential.
And I think the interesting thing is I think again, who sits? I don't. Who owns a 20-inch steel, chainsaw?
Yeah.
That cut through trees like butter.
Right.
It takes light work. We go through the community and there are residents that can do what they can do, but they don't have a skid steer. They don't have, like contractors do. They don't have the resources that that contractors and things have. And Berian Baptist Church on 1317 South 10th, they're going to have a crew out there cooking food for those in the community, as well as Brightwater AME Church at 3717 Harvester Drive will have food distribution. I know some folks from Keller Williams are going to be out there providing food. I know some, I think it's JPS and folks at Frenchman Bend will be at the other location doing food distribution. They'll have, and trust me, they're taking all precautions with COVID and using PPE gear and doing what they need to do. And they're going to do it curbside service, where they'll have people run out while you stay in your vehicle and they'll run it out. They're using all precautions that they can to feed neighbors. This isn't just a week or two thing. So we're gonna need it, and I'll try to stay plugged in as possible. I'm just telling our friends, if you have addresses of like people that need something, just give a specific need, and just message me, Friday Ellis. I think I'm the only Friday Ellis on Facebook. Do it. I try to stay vigilant and do it. Like somebody texted me today, say, "Hey, I know you don't know me, but hey, go over to XYZ on South First and go check it out." We went over there and dried in a house, and we try our best to get to whoever we can, and if not, just know that we didn't ignore you. We're just making our way towards you.
That's right. So, yeah. Good deal, man. I know you're tired, ready to get to bed.
Yeah.
You got another long day of work tomorrow, I'm sure.
On to the next day.
That's right. That's right.
All right, cool. Brother.
Well, have a good night, Friday, man. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, and keep me posted if I can help y'all with anything too, sir.
I'll do it, brother.
That's a good guy. I like this view here. The links and the addresses and everything I can in the interview that Friday and I had. And if there's some way you can help, cool. If there's a monetary way you can help, those links will also be there. Anyway, thank y'all for watching Playcam. It's been another good day of vlogging. It's been a little different day of vlogging. This video might not be quite as jazzy and entertaining, but I think it's going to be a purposeful video. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the morning. Or wait, no, there you go.